Hello, my name is SilverDarkPhoenix and this is my unboxing of the Lady Deadpool, which is a Marvel Bishoujo statue from Kotobukiya, and it is arranged by Shunya Yamashita. I think that's his name. On the front of the box you have a window that shows the Lady Deadpool, which is Wanda, I think it's Wanda Wilson. I don't think Yamashita was the one who sculpted the character, but he has done the illustrations of the character which the sculpture is taken from, which is this image here, as well as it's also got the Marvel image here, logo, as well as Kotobukiya here, and it says Marvel as well as Bishoujo statue and Lady Deadpool. It also says arranged by Yamashita, but on the side it actually claims that Kotobukiya brings you a new art collection designed by Yamashita, as well as known for his Japanese illustrator and game designer, famous for his beautiful female characters. Which is kind of strange because you have all this space and it says warning. It doesn't say age. Oh yeah, it says do not give this to a person under the ages of 3. I don't think a 3-year-old would actually like to have this. It comes in other different languages as well. On the front, that's all you have in the front. On the side, you have the illustration of Lady Deadpool as well as some of the window, which is not really necessary. You don't see much from the side here. Also, it's written, this is what I just read just now, which is the Kotobukiya brings you the new art collection. But they actually put the illustration on top of some of the words, so I had to kind of gather what it actually says. Well-known Japanese illustrator. That's all I could find, and maybe it's on the other side that's better. Yeah, look, it's actually written better here. You can actually read it better on this side, and it's a full art of the illustration of the Lady Deadpool, which I don't understand why they didn't do that here. I mean, there's no point having another window. I don't know, it's kind of strange. They have a small illustration here and a small illustration here, and they have a huge illustration of the character on one side. On the top you have a small illustration again with the words Lady Deadpool and Marvel Bishoujo statue with an actual another window, which is kind of pointless to have a window on the top. I never understood why they always show statues, especially something like this, as well as other ones. I think even The Witcher had them. They have an opening here to show you the figurine from a bird's eye view, which is kind of strange. On the back you have the figure with the face that actually comes. The default face in the box is this one, which you can replace to this one. So it tells you that you can replace this one to this one. Also, this hand can be replaced by a hand holding a mask. Also, maybe that hand can be replaced with a hand with a grenade, or it's probably just a grenade that holds in that hand. On the bottom it has some of the backstory of Lady Deadpool, as well as an upcoming other collector's edition, which is Spider-Gwen, which is illustrated there. So yeah, on the bottom you just have the normal Japanese cautions, as well as the copyright, as well as for ages over 14 years and plus, which is kind of strange. I mean, if you're a 10-year-old, yeah, you could still have this. I don't think you're going to swallow anything inside it. Or if you're an 11-year-old, you want to appreciate a figurine, if you're into comics that much. So yeah, I think the age restriction about 14 and plus, I don't know. It's kind of strange. The same thing was on The Witcher 3. Maybe they're concerned that people at 13, 12 or 11 will go around choking themselves on pieces of plastic. I have no idea. I mean, there should be an age restriction after 10. In other words, 10 and plus, not 14 and plus. I always thought that restriction was kind of strange. But maybe if you're below the ages of 14, you wouldn't be into collecting. I don't know. So anyway, I'm going to open this up and show what she looks like inside. And yeah, I'm going to, off camera, I'm going to do this, because doing it on camera There's all these little cable ties, all that kind of stuff. But I think that the Bishoujo statues never come with cable ties, which I'm kind of happy with. I've dealt too much with cable ties with the Witcher stuff. So yeah, I'm going to open this up off camera. So yeah, this is what she looks like without the box. This is what the illustration is, and this is the posture that she's in. It's exactly like what they illustrated as well. It's not that heavy. It's actually quite light. The base I don't like. I don't like seeing the base like this. They should have at least put a bottom to this base with some felt or rubber little grommets to keep the stand from wobbling around. I mean, it doesn't cost much to put an extra piece of rubber or something on the bottom of this. I mean, I could just go out right now and go to a hardware shop and buy a piece of rubber to go into this so it won't slip around that much. But I've noticed a lot of Japanese products do tend to do that. They kind of make the stand this is quite top heavy. I mean, this could fall over quite easily, and I noticed that they don't put much weight in the bottom, which they kind of should. The bottom itself is the Deadpool logo. She's kind of well designed, well detailed, just like most of the Kotobukiya statues, or those Bishoujo statues, I'm sorry to say. Yeah, she looks... I mean, I got another one, which is the Harley Quinn Bishoujo statue, which is kind of hard to find at this moment, and I won't go into it because I know that she's very expensive, and I haven't got her in hand, or actually she's in a box somewhere. So, yeah, I don't really collect many of these Bishoujo statues. I kind of wanted to get Raven, but she disappeared, and she's very expensive over here in France for some strange reason. But yeah, the expression is quite... The details on this, the expression is just like the expression on the actual illustration. This hand, I thought came off. It doesn't. It actually... The grenade goes into the hand. So yeah, it's a bit fiddly. But the grenade comes with a little knob, if you can see that. That actually just slots into the hand itself. If I can just push it down properly. There you go. So now she's holding the grenade. Also, the head comes off. There's also protection around the swords so they don't get damaged while inside the hardened plastic. Yet again, hardened plastic, but at least this, because it's a Japanese model, which I wish to see in a lot more of Western kind of figurines, they bother to protect them with plastic so that these things don't get damaged within the hardened plastic containers. I like to see more of that in other figurines. So yeah, it comes like this with being protected. There's also a separate little bag, which comes in with the head, with the expression that's on the box. It also comes with another hand, another little bag, which is the hand which we saw on the back of the box of Wanda Wilson holding the mask. Which you do is just pull off this hand. It comes off quite easily, and you just put on the other mask like this. The head, on the other hand, which you have to take off the hand first. This is kind of very flimsy. I'll take off that grenade because it's going to get lost as well. The head, technically I don't like doing this because the head, I don't want to damage the head too much, because I don't think you should be pulling this head on and off that much, because you don't want to damage the paintwork that's on this head, because it's actually kind of very well done, the details in the hair. So yeah, it's kind of, I don't want to damage it because you can actually damage some of the hair and all that kind of stuff. The hair with the mask comes in a separate bag, which you have to join. I would say you push this in first. You push in the new head first, if I can. push the new head in first, like that, and then you put the hair in. If you can put this in. There you go. And then you put the hand back into place, if I can get this to do so. No, I've broken everything. No, it's the right way. There we go. There you go. So yeah, that's what she looks like with the change of head. I do advise putting the head on first and then the hair, because the hair has to go behind the sword, and putting the head on with the actual hair is it's a nuisance to push this down. So yeah, this is what she looks like with... I won't take off all the little plastic things because I need to put her back in the box. But yeah, this is what she looks like. She's a lot lighter than she seems because the base has no mass to it whatsoever. Most of the weight is actually in the figure itself. But she's very detailed. See by her belt, as well as her swords in the back here. Even the mask is very well done as well. So yeah, this is not a... It's kind of... it was like £50 over in England. It's roughly around €80 to €90 over in France, because I think these figures go for a lot more expensive over in France because there are more people who collect them in France than there are in the UK. So yeah, this was my unboxing of the Lady Deadpool, which is a Bishoujo statue. I can never pronounce that properly. By Kotobukiya, and my name is SilverDarkPhoenix, and I'll see you next time.